Hello and welcome back. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I asked earlier today on the Penny Dreadful Discord what would be a deck that people would like to see, and one of the suggestions was Heart of Darkness, which is a deck by Honorbound. It's an Infernal Darkness aggro deck. It's not something I'd usually play because it's basically a Dark Ritual powered aggro deck, and I kind of don't like the all-in nature of Dark Ritual aggro. But then I had another think about it and I realized, well, maybe it's good to just step outside my comfort zone a little bit. So how does this deck work? It's a mono black aggro deck. Like I said, it is powered by Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual mostly lets you play a turn 1 Hypnotic Spectre. Very good against a lot of decks, especially decks light on removal. And it also lets you play a turn 2 Desecration Demon, which is good against a lot of other decks. So I think those are the main play patterns that are very powerful with Dark Ritual. You also have removal and disruption. You have 4 Hymn to Torok just because you're in black and it's a very good card. And then the other piece is Infernal Darkness, which is quite a weird one. It's very old. It's a 4-mana enchantment, and basically it makes every land tap only for black mana. The downside is every upkeep you have to pay 1 black mana and 1 life, and it's cumulative upkeep, so it increases by 1 each turn. If you have to keep it around for multiple turns, it is quite costly both for mana and life. But the idea is that if you're ahead on board and you can push that advantage just for a couple more turns because your opponent can't actually cast any spells, this is sort of like a weird Armageddon Blood Moon type situation, and just trying to capitalize on those extra turns that you buy. So I think it's pretty good against mid-range decks. Anything that goes under you, like Affinity and other black decks where this basically does nothing, are probably tough matchups, but it should be good against most other decks. There's also Vampire Nighthawk to gain a little bit of life and keep this Infernal Darkness around for longer. So that's the main deck. So Disruption, aggro creatures, and then this Infernal Darkness to hopefully shut the door on your opponent. Over to the sideboard, we have Deathmark, some removal against the green and white decks, Nature's Rune, removal against the green decks, Lifebone Zombie, similar, just discard for green creature decks, and an Intimidate guy. Underworld Dreams, I guess, against the combo decks and control decks maybe. Amoricide against combo, Knight of Souls Betrayal against small creature decks, Persecute probably against combo and control, and Nile Spellbombs for the graveyard decks. Now, I haven't played this deck at all. I played some Goldfish games and that's about it. So I'm going to take it through a league and see how it goes. Match 1, we have a little bit of a slow hand. We have a piece of Disruption and we have a Hypnotic Spectre. We are on the draw. I don't think I should mulligan this, even though it's a little slow, but it's playable. Hopefully they're not a fast aggro deck because we can definitely lose to that. Plains. This is Heroic. I don't love our chances. Try it Militant. That's a little less bad for us, I think. Vampire Nighthawk. That's very good against anything aggro. Okay, they play a Plains and then go attacking. Hit us down to 18. Yep. What do they play? Nothing. I like that. Play this Agonizing Remorse. A little awkward to lose a life, but... Ooh, Shalai and a bunch of Plains. Wow. Not sure why they kept that hand. They must have been drawing Plains. But yeah, that's not a very good hand. Honor of the Pure. Okay, so they have a 3-2. I think I want to get this Nighthawk down more than this Hypnotic Spectre. Another Infernal Darkness. We don't really need that. Nighthawk can just gain us a bit of life back, and then Hypnotic Spectre can maybe work on their hand, but their hand is mostly garbage anyway. And anything that they draw, they will be able to play, so there's no point in doing that. We're now blocking. They play another Militant. Okay, so I think they just have lands left. Agonizing Remorse. I'm not playing this. That seems wasteful. I think we just play Hypnotic Spectre and swing with the Nighthawk. And then I probably just want to trade my Spectre for their Militant. Infernal Darkness, not the greatest here. They play another Plains. Yeah, they do go attacking. We're just going to block here. Hope they don't have another Shalai. Yeah, we can't really play this Darkness here just because I think they're kind of winning the race. If we do that, we just play this Rogue. And again, if they offer up the trade, we'll take it. Maybe then we can play the Infernal Darkness. But this Nighthawk is a pretty slow clock. We really need like a Desecration Demon. They play a land and they attack again. Yeah, we'll take the trade still. It's a favorable trade for us. And another. So they're just trying Militant aggro. Let's play a Hypnotic Spectre. And again, if they offer the trade, we will take it. Now they're going down to 14 and we're going up to 14. So we're going to be ahead in the race again. And then I do think I want to slam this darkness. They play another planes. They have not had the best of draws. But to be fair, they also didn't keep a very good hand, I don't think. Yep, we'll take the trade again. Do they have something? Like Brave the Elements maybe? They're thinking at least. Okay, and then they let it happen and we trade. What is their follow-up? Nothing. All right, we play our swamp, then we attack, and I think we just play the darkness. Maybe we need to do the math first, but we go up to 16. We kill them in 6 swings. Yeah, I think it's fine. We can also, at some point, let this die and then play another one. So they're locked out of playing spells now. Just play a plains. Yeah, they didn't really draw all that well. You have to pay the upkeep. That's fine. At some point, we can just let this die and then play a new one. Yes. Ooh, another Nighthawk. I do like that. That makes this very easy to maintain. Attack with the Nighthawk. Yeah, this game is over. Yeah, that's the power of this card. I never really knew that it was legal, but this is a kind of a cool way to use it, for sure. We're just going to pay. Yes. Ball Blight. Well, that's fine, but really not needed. So this is just functioning like an Armageddon now. And they draw on all the planes. 10 lands in your white Weenie aggro deck is rough. It's a rough way to go. Our opponent's saying, this is silly. Yeah, I agree. They even add another planes in hand. All right. I think we want Knight of Souls Betrayal. 2 of them. We want Death Marks. I think we want Lifebane Zombie as well. We don't need Duress. Duress is fine against, what's it called? Honor of the Pure, but, or not, yeah, it's good against Honor of the Pure too, but the protection spell. We can take out the Agonizing Remorses. I think we can take out some number of Infernal Darkness. It's still a fine card to have, but it's not great. I think Persecute is actually good because they're a monocolored deck and we can Dark Ritual it out on turn 2. And maybe that's good enough then. I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't be taking out these Infernal Darknesses, but I feel like they should be pretty bad. Let's just submit. I'm curious if you could also build a version of this deck that plays Grey Merchant. Like Infernal Darkness already gives you 2 Devotion and then Grey Merchant can gain you back some of the life. That could be decent. This hand only plays something on turn 3 and we're up against a pretty fast aggro deck, so I don't want to keep this, even though it has the Nighthawk. Okay, you can ritual out a hippie on turn 1. Yeah, that should be good. And then we can hymn the Torok as well. I also need to put something back. Maybe a Feed the Swarm? Think so. Or the hymn. They can empty their hand quite quickly, but this can just get their last couple cards. I think we put the Feed the Swarm back. Hope to draw land for their Nighthawk. And hope they don't have an answer for our turn 1 hippie. Ooh, Persecute. Now I want to wait. That seems awesome. Turn 2, Persecute, name white, take all their cards. Yeah, that seems a lot better. They get to play something here, but that will be their last play basically. Honor of the Pure. Now I kind of wish I didn't have this hymn anymore. Death Mark. Okay, Dark Ritual. Let's hope they don't have a bunch of lands in hand again. Choose target player. Let's choose white. What? They kept an almost all land hand again? I guess it's more mid-range, but that seems like a weird keep. Alright, I guess. Yeah, untap, play a land, don't do anything. Well, we're just going to start working on the rest of their hand. Well, no, we can discard all of their cards next turn. So let's just play the Nighthawk, then hymn them next turn, and if they play a creature, we can Death Mark it. So I like our position. It's kind of a weird deck from our opponent. Legion Angel. Okay, so they can find more angels. I thought this was more of a white Weenie deck, but maybe it's more mid-range than I thought. They only find 1, so we just hymn them. Hope to hit the angel. Hate to fight through more of these. No, they still have an angel left. Let's Death Mark this one and then swing in with the Nighthawk. They can play another angel and then probably find another angel in their sideboard. That's annoying. That's difficult to slog through, to be honest, because they can find another one. Or, yeah. All right. Pretty good against our discard deck. Let's play a Spectre. We can trade one of the angels with a Nighthawk, but also this Knight of Souls Betrayal is looking pretty bad now. Maybe I shouldn't be boarding it. Yeah, if I knew there were this mid-range pile, I would maybe have done some things differently. So they attack. I do think we block here. And then see they play another angel. Hopefully they can find another one. That would be pretty lucky if they could, because that means that they have to draw their one-off angel in their main deck. No, that was it. So now we need to find a way to kill that one, and then we're good. So we can trade both our hippies for it. Don't think I want to do that. Dryad Militant, sure. They go attacking. We're ahead in the race for now. Well, not with this Militant, we're not. Dark Ritual, that doesn't really do anything. This is kind of why I hate Dark Ritual. I think I just serve with one hippie, and I do want to trade the other hippie for the Militant. Just need to find a removal spell for this guy. Yeah, they definitely had me fooled with that first game where we just saw Dryad Militants and lands. I guess this is the Angels deck. I think it did well in a couple tournaments. Legion Angel attacks. They keep back the Dryad Militants. Fine with that too. We have no cards. Ooh, we draw another Vampire Nighthawk. That's good. Then we just serve with the Hypnotic Specters. I think we do serve with both now. And then maybe at some point we want to play this Infernal Darkness. Really just hoping to draw a removal spell for this Angel, and then we can really play that Darkness. Attack with both. I think I do want to trade. Just hope they don't have another big Angel. Looks like they do. Ah, they drew the other Legion Angel. Kind of back where we started. And this Rogue, I think we just cast this. And then just keep back our guys. We can trade these for their Angel. Maybe the time has come to do so, because then this becomes a 5-power creature. They play another land. They attack with everything. So we can also block the Militant. We take 5 down to 8. Then we attack them for 7. And I think if we slam the Darkness, we win, because then they're at 5. They can't play anything else. And then this guy has Menace, so we get through. I think this should put us in a winning position. Swamp. Yeah, so if we play the Darkness, we attack them for 7. They go down to 5. They can attack us down to 3. Yeah, this wins us the game. Glad we kept some in. They can't block this because it has Menace. Alright, got thrown for a loop there for a little bit, thinking this was a different deck than it actually was. And now we do have to pay for this, so we can't lose to some instant speed removal spell. But that should be game. Yes, let's pay. Excretion Demon. Okay, they scoop. Yeah. So I guess they drew some instant speed removal. Anyway, good first match. Let's go for the second. Back for round 2. We won the die roll, so let's take the play. This hand, we can not really leverage Dark Ritual all that much. Although I guess we can double hind them on turn 2. And then play Asylum Visitor when our hands are empty. So let's keep it. Play a Swamp and just say go. Again, hoping to play against something that's not too fast. Forest. Elvish Mystic. Might be against Elves. So what do I want to do here? I can also just Dark Ritual, hymn them. Ooh, we hit 2 lands. I think we just killed this guy. Take 1, and then next turn we hymn them again. Could be wrong. Forest. Dwine is elite, but they don't get an extra elf, so that's good. Infernal Darkness. Let's just hymn them, so they're almost on empty. Garruk Wildspeaker. Dwine is elite. They play a Wirewood Hive Master. Okay. They have 1 card left after this. They attack with the Dwynen's Elite. Sure, we take our 2. Vampire Nighthawk. I think I play that first. Stem the Bleeding. And hopefully they have something they can play that's not too threatening. Well, they have a 2-drop. Elvish Visionary. It's annoying. Those are the type of cards we would like to avoid. They attack with their creatures. I'm just going to eat this one. It's the most annoying one. We gain 2 life. We lose 2 life and we kill their guy. So that's a pretty poor attack. Let's hymn them. Get rid of the last 2 cards. Ooh, those were pretty good. And then I guess we just chill for now. Hope to draw a land. Well, a lot of our elves also good. They attack again. I'm not sure why. We just eat a creature and then gain the life back. Okay, so we draw a Mishra's Factory. We can play that, and then we can play the Infernal Darkness, but I think I want to get this Asylum Visitor online and draw some extra cards. And then I don't think we want to attack. And then next turn we can play this. At least we draw an extra card here. There's some nombo here with Infernal Darkness. Your opponent's not able to play anything, and you're not actually drawing extra cards that way. Infernal Darkness also pretty bad against Llanowar Elves, but at least we're drawing extra cards. Not sure if our opponent wants to attack again, seeing as the last attack's not so great. Looks like they haven't learned. They just keep attacking into our Vampire Nighthawk. We should have actually animated the factory and block, but I mean, if our opponent keeps making these attacks, I'm not too worried. Draw a Swamp. Let's play that, and then I will play this Infernal Darkness. I think we can win the race. I do want to attack now because I want to put them on some sort of clock. We're drawing extra cards still, at least one turn. Probably after this, there's a card stuck in their hand. Yep, draw a card. Duress. That seems pretty bad. Yeah, make 2 black mana. Looks like they're not familiar with Infernal Darkness. I can't blame them. Ooh, they did draw something they can play. Yep. Yeah, Llanowar Elves still making them mana. A little annoying. At least it keeps them off of like Archdruid. Curious if they still want to attack. Now their attack would actually be good, so... And then we can fire off these cards next turn, just to empty our hand and draw another card with Asylum Visitor. Yeah, they're asking in chat why they're not dealing any damage, and I have to explain that this is lifelink. So this may not be the most competitive then. Let's see if they now want to attack, or after learning about lifelink they no longer want to attack. No, they do want to attack, and now we don't want to block, so we'll take the 2 damage. Maybe this darkness and playing it wasn't a good idea, but well, whatever. Let's just play... Or let's just pay. Draw another swamp. That's not what we wanted. Let's dress them. Yep. Now we have the factory that can also block. Sure. Agonizing Remorse. This does cost us a life, so maybe this is bad, but we also get to draw another card. And I think we do attack with the Vampire Nighthawk. We do need to clock them somehow. And we draw another swamp. We really want to find like another Nighthawk is probably best, or a Desecration Demon. I'm thinking that maybe some sort of equipment would be good in this deck. Yeah, I'll fire up the factory and probably block their Llanowar Elves. And the nice thing about this is now they can't play a blocker, so our Asylum Visitor will be a little better at attacking. I think we still pay. Do go down to 9. Find another factory. So let's play that. Now I'm not sure which one is the Summoning Sick one. Let's just animate one. Hope it's the right one. Yes, it is. And we swing for 7. Don't want to pump, we just want to use this to block. They take damage. We don't draw a card because they're stuck with 1 in hand. Let's see if they want to attack again. And they keep making these attacks. At least they're keeping back the token now. So we just eat the Hive Master and take our 1. Yep, I will pay still. Draw another factory. Let's fire up both our factories. Let's do it before playing the other land. Play this factory. Pump, because we're not using it to block. And then I think we just swing out. Yeah, this Asylum Visitor. No, let's keep that back. There's no point in trading that with a token. We can still attack with it next turn. Next turn we have an extra factory actually. So yeah, they have Lightning Greaves. They equip. We can just let this go now and just attack all out and they will be dead. Yep, they see it. Alright. Against Elves, I definitely want Night of Souls Betrayals. I want Persecute. I want Nature's Rune. Deathmark and Lightbane Zombies seem awesome. Agonizing Remorse, not so much. Duress. Still feel like I want some Infernal Darkness. Hypnotics, maybe we can cut down 1, just because it's awkward if they do have some Elves out. And then maybe cut a Spectre. Desecration Demon is also a card I think we can cut. It's a quick clock, but they also have a bunch of token makers, so it's pretty easy for them to just keep this in check. Let's try this. Hope to just draw Persecute and Dark Ritual again. Well, we have Nature's Rune. I'll settle for that. That's a perfect card for this matchup. We're pretty good at drawing our one-offs against the monocolor decks. Forest, and I imagine an Elf. Yep, Elvish Mystic. Infernal Darkness. That will be good at some point. Let's play our swamps and go. I think if they just want to explode, we let them. Imperious Perfect. Yeah, they can have that. I'm not wasting my Feed the Swarm yet. What I do want to do here is ritual out this Desecration Demon. It's a pretty big boy. It will stabilize the board, and while they build, then we'll get them with this Nature's Rune. Go to combat. They don't do anything. Interesting. They don't even play anything. I think I just want to play my Nighthawk. Well, we can do that after combat. Let's first go to attackers, see what they do. I really want to get them with this Nature's Rune. I don't just want to get 2 creatures. Oh, they sacrifice an elf to tap our guy. Interesting choice. Let's just play Vampire Nighthawk and say go. This Imperious Perfect. They're not even making a token. Okay, so, I mean, I don't think our opponent is playing this very well. Sorry to say. Dwynen's Elite, that's fine. I do feel like I probably just want to Deathmark this Imperious Perfect now. Another Feed the Swarm. Let's just Deathmark the Perfect. Let's go to combat, see if they want to sack a guy. And then I won't Feed the Swarm, I don't think. Although maybe if they have another Dwynen's Elite, it's kind of annoying. And this way I use my mana. Keep the board clean so we can eventually play this Infernal Darkness. Yep. Alright. Llanowar Elves. Fyndhorn Elves. Oh, at least they don't sack now. Lifebane Zombie. I like that. Let's play it. See what's up. Double Garrick and a Lightning Greaves. So they get to play Garrick next turn. But we can fairly easily kill that. And then they have only 2 lands left. Oh. Oh. I clicked through my combat. They didn't sack a guy, but I accidentally clicked through it. That's pretty bad, but I don't think it will matter all that much. Still, shouldn't have done that. Yeah, they up to Garrick. Still kill it. Play the Lightning Greaves, sure. Equip it and find 2. So they have a Garrick after this. Okay, let's try to not click through our combat step this time. See if they want to sack anything. Yeah, they do. I don't know why, but let's kill the Garrick. Then next turn they play another one. We'll kill that too. I don't need to be fast. I don't need to kill them quickly. Elf deck pretty bad when playing from behind, and we have plenty of leftovers to make sure that we can clean up if they get out of hand. Kill the Garrick and just play a Spectre. And they play another Garrick. Yep, they make a Beast. Sure. Give the Beast haste. I mean, yeah, they can attack us. We go down to 19. And now I think we just play this Infernal Darkness. We go attacking. They probably sacrifice something again, even though they really shouldn't. Sacrifice their elf, so they won't be able to make mana after this. Kill the Garrick, attack them, make them discard the last card. Yeah, it was an elf. Okay. I mean, we're winning this race quite easily. Actually, next turn we already win. Because they can attack now, then they probably want to sack their beast to stop our demon. Or we can just Nature's Ruin it away. Yep, they do attack. We just pay for this. Don't think there's anything in green that really would interact at instant speed, but no reason not to. Okay, let's Nature's Ruin. And then our demon finally gets to get in, and it has grown quite a bit. All right, that was a pretty easy match. I don't like bad-mouthing my opponents, but they really didn't play this very well. So let's see if we can get some more resistance in the next rounds. Back for the 3rd round, on the play again. This hand, yeah, this looks pretty good. We do need to draw a land, but we have plays. Dark Ritual, best draw we could have. They mulligan to 6. I like that when we're playing an attrition-based discard deck. Okay, they keep. So start on Swamp and say go. Nomad Outpost. All right. We don't need another 3-drop. It's Agonizing Remorse them. Okay, Duress, Read the Bones, Slagstorm, and Vindicate. Huh. I'm a little scared of Vindicate, just because it's fairly easy for them to just Duress us next turn. They will miss, but then they see that we don't have lands and they just Vindicate our lands, and that's a way to lose. Also, Vindicate is the best versus Desecration Demon, so let's take that. Also, don't really like them having Read the Bones, but so be it. And then I think if we do draw land, we just want to play Hypnotic Spectre. And they're tempted to just Slagstorm it away. And then we have our hand on lock to play other stuff. It all starts with the wrong land though. Okay, they do decide to duress us. They will miss. So we're up against Mardu. Not sure what that matchup is like. I imagine this is also kind of a matchup where Infernal Darkness is good. Okay, so they drew Rugged Prairie, because that's the land that we didn't see yet. Let's play our Asylum Visitor. Hope they don't draw another Vindicate. Would be very sad to lose our land here. Graven Cairns, okay. Imagine they just Read the Bones now. Yep, it's awkward because we can't really play another guy now. They could just Slagstorm it away for free. I don't think I want to play anything. Then again, we're in the same spot next turn. I really hope they don't have a Tectonic Giant. They put 2 cards on the bottom with their Scry. Yeah, playing anything here, I guess it's fine. Just let them Slagstorm and then we get to play Hippie. And then hopefully they don't have a removal spell for that, but their deck is basically all removal spells and some card advantage. So we'll get 2 for 1 here, but I think it's unavoidable. We can't just rely on this Asylum Visitor going all the way. No, don't play a Giant. Oh man, I really didn't want to see that card. Now we're in an even worse spot. Yeah, I think we just have to chill. Have them play Slagstorm and take a hit from this Giant. Yeah, I really didn't want to see the Giant. Even worse would be if they have a normal removal spell for this. No, they Slagstorm. Yep, our guys go away. They get to attack. The Giant is so good. I hate that card. I always lose to it. And I refuse to play it myself. What do they hit? Okay, so they hit Duress and a land. It's not the worst, but otherwise they would be drawing those cards and that would be way better for us. So what do we do here? Yeah, they get to cast a Duress, miss again. Kind of want to draw a removal for this Giant. A Rogue. Let's play that as a land. And then I think we just We can play, I think we play Vampire Nighthawk. Hope they don't have a removal spell and we get to block. If they have this giant active, then we can't really win. I mean, Desecration Demon is good and all, but hopefully they don't hit a removal spell on this attack. 2 Hymn the Thorax. That's also annoying. At least we get to block this. They hymn us. Yeah, they play the Heath, so we don't know any of the cards in their hand. I really hate to see another giant after having to do so much work to get rid of the first one. What is this? Okay, so they take our Demon and a Spectre. Do they have anything else? No! No! It's another giant. Wait, that's real bad. I think what do we do here? We hymn, get rid of the last cards and play in a Visitor so we get to draw something. We draw Mishra's Factory. Giant is a problematic card for this deck, I imagine. Yep, they exile the top 2. They also have an Asylum Visitor. Not happy with the way this game has gone. I don't like the matchup either. They're trying to cast something with all of their filters. Oh, they also have a hymn? Jeez, come on. I think this game's over. Maybe if we draw a removal for the giant, but then it still triggers. We draw a rogue and a ritual. So I guess we cast the rogue. I can trade with the giant. I think we do attack here. They also have this Lava Claw reaches, which is annoying. Let's just attack. They even have a removal spell. Yep. I've seen enough. I'm just going to scoop this game up. There's no way we get out of this. Alright, Mardu. It's a pretty bad matchup, I think. We don't have great answers for any of their cards, really. Like, I'd want to take out this Bile Blight, but we only have so many removal spells. Yeah. There is an argument for Nihil Spellbomb, so we at least stop their Dark Dwellers. What do we take out, though? I mean, Bile Blight is pretty bad, but they also have the Silent Visitors. Honestly, as bad as this matchup feels, I think we're better off just keeping it as is. We get to hymn them on turn 2 and then hopefully play a Hypnotic Spectre that they don't have an answer for. I don't love our plan, but it's, yeah, I guess it is what it is. Nomad Outpost. Draw another Silent Visitor. We do need to draw a land again. Hymn them. Yeah, I don't really like discarding Goblin Dark Dwellers and Lava Claw. Good cards, but not what we really need here. Okay, they can take one of our Infernal Darknesses, but that's fine. We really needed to hit their removal. Well, another hymn, so let's just do that. Maybe we get all their lands. Another land and another Dark Dweller. So they have 2 cards left. Let's hope they're not too good. Play another land and say go. Okay, we have Dark Ritual, so we can Dark Ritual out a Hippie, but that's it. Or we can just Dark Ritual out both of these guys. I think having the Hippie is probably better. I mean, this is very likely to die, but if it isn't dying, then it's going to be very good. If you play both of these and they have like a Slag Storm, that's even worse. Okay, so they didn't immediately kill it. Maybe they have sorcery speed removal. Or maybe they're just stuck with a bunch of giants in hand that they can't cast because we discarded all of their lands. Okay, what is this? Heartless Act. So they must have drawn that. Otherwise they would have just played it at the end of our turn. They don't have a land. We do draw some sort of a land. Play this Visitor. Say go. We can't play Infernal Darkness yet. It seems bad. They Vindicate. Comball. I do feel we just hymn them here. Yes, they gain some life with Comball. Or whatever. Vindicate, Slagstorm. Okay. Gonna draw a card with the Visitor. If they offer up the trade, I'll take it. Because we have this other Visitor. Agonizing Remorse. Comball does make Infernal Darkness a little worse. Just because we're losing life. We do draw another land. Sort of. This is gonna deal us 3 damage. But it does let us draw another card. And I think that's good enough. Maybe we'll find a Nighthawk at some point. Look at their hand. Take a Slagstorm. We won't offer up the trade. Now we get to draw a card from it. And there is a little bit of removal in our deck at least. Draw a Mishra's Factory. They draw land. So now they have 4 mana. We play this Factory. And then just play the Asylum Visitor. What we really want is a Nighthawk to be able to gain life and keep this Infernal Darkness around. Because I do feel like the next turn is where I want to slam it. Hopefully they don't draw a giant. That would be the worst card they could have. Okay, Dark Ritual. Normally pretty good. Now they get to take our Darkness. They take our Dark Ritual. Interesting. And we are pretty low. If we play this now, we go down to 9. And we can't really attack all that well. They can't attack either. We attack them for 6. They go down to 18. And then next turn we go down to 8. They go down to 12. We go down to 6. They go down to 6. We go down to 3. I think it's still good for us to play it. Yeah, I think so. Maybe we should have attacked first, actually. Yeah, that's probably better. If they do offer up this trade, or if they do take this trade, then... And now I didn't account for the life gain that they also have, but still feel this is the right choice. Maybe they make the mistake of attacking into our factory. We're also drawing cards. Another Infernal Darkness, not what we needed. Oh wait, we're also losing life from this. Yeah, we do lose life from this. I keep forgetting that. Heartless Act. You can still cast other stuff. Just attack with your combo. Do it. No, they do not. I guess I do keep it around. Him the Turok. We don't want to play that. Let's not fire up our factory. Play this Mishra's Factory. Serve with the Visitor. If they want to block, that's fine. We are slowly dying here. Take another 1, go down to 5. Ooh, Vampire Nighthawk, that's kind of what we needed. Question is, do we want to keep this thing around? We lose 2 life, we go down to 3. Now I think we have to let it go. We probably shouldn't have played it in the first place. That was a mistake. Yeah, we can't fire up the factories. Let's just play the Nighthawk and then attack with the Visitor. They've shown no willingness to block on that. Now they block. Okay, that's fine too. Actually, now I kind of want to play my other Darkness, because now we can maintain it and we can put up a big clock. Oh, we're already in my end step. Well, unfortunate. A little bit too quick on the F6s this game, or this night. Let's hope they don't top deck anything. Lava Claw reaches. They can fire up their Lava Claw and then we kind of have to block with our Mishra's Factory. They decide not to. Hypnotic Spectre. Play our Infernal Darkness, and now I think it should be good enough. We really tried our hardest to fumble this game. Oh, they turned their Lava Claw reaches into a guy now, just so we can't attack with the factories. We have no intention of doing so. Play the Spectre and get in with the Nighthawk. So this way we kind of have them on a lock. We're gaining life so we can maintain the Infernal Darkness, and they can't cast anything, and we get to discard the cards that they can't cast. So when we do break the lock, it's not like they have like a bunch of removal and other cards built up in their hand. Now obviously they can still play black spells. Would be unfortunate if that's the thing that they draw here. They have some Heartless Acts. Yes, I do want to pay. I do want to play this Rogue. Well, let's first go attacking. Yeah, we really tried our hardest to fumble this game, but we did not succeed, I don't think. It should be good enough. They discard, go down to 7. Discard Goblin Dark Dwellers. Yep, that would have been very good if they were able to cast it. Let's cast our other guy. No way they can get out of this, really. Play our Swamp and just say go. Alright, so double him is the best way to beat Mardu midrange, so they are stuck on lands. Is there anything that we would want to board in? I'm kind of eyeing the Spell Bombs, but I don't see what we would take out. We have very little removal, and we want to be able to kill combo. I think I'll keep it as is. Dark Ritual is not at its greatest in this type of matchup, but it's kind of the plan that we have, is just overwhelm them early and get early unanswered hippie or something like that, and win the game off of that. It's not what I want to be doing against these decks, but it's the life we chose. So we have a hymn, we have lands, we have an Agonizing Remorse. I think we have to keep this. Lava Claw reaches. I'm going to play one of these guys as a land. Yeah, and then the other one we probably want to play, but do they have the hymn? Well, they can certainly cast it, and it looks like they have it. Yep. Hymn the Turok. Discarding Swamp Demon. So I'm happy with our choice of playing the Rogue as a land. Otherwise we would not be able to hymn them back. Ooh, we draw another hymn. That's good. Let's see if we can mana screw them again. Swamp, Chain Lightning. Don't hate it. Swamp. And now I really want to hit a giant. The question is, do we want to Agonizing Remorse to make sure we don't get gianted? No, I think we still want to hymn. Comball and Angress Rampage. So if they want a giant, they still need to draw a land. Maybe I do not want to play this. I think I want it as a creature now. It's not going to make our curve for next turn better anyway. Duress. So they can take our Agonizing Remorse, but I don't care about that. You just play the hippie. Swamped. So now I really don't want to play our Rogue as a land. I want it as a creature. Okay, so they're on the back foot, and that's where we want them. Hopefully they don't have removal for this, but if they do, then they're not advancing their own board. So they have a land and nothing else. Okay, Infernal Darkness would be perfect. Vampire Nighthawk. Vampire Nighthawk also good. I'm a little scared about Slagstorm, but let's just attack first and see what they have. I guess if they had Slagstorm, they would just play it. Yeah, they would have played it, so they don't have that. I hope to hit a Giant, because I hate that card. Goblin Dark Dweller is pretty good also. Now I think we played a Rogue just as the fastest clock that's available to us. I mean, it's not big yet, but it likely will be big next turn. Okay, they have a Fetid Heath, so we can't actually grow this guy. Infernal Darkness, come on, give it to me. Dark Ritual. I don't want to attack our Rogue into their Lava Claw. Although, if they take that, then yeah, we only really keep them off Goblin Dark Dwellers, and that's kind of whatever. They can't just play everything that they draw. Oh, this guy actually has Menace. No, I need to pay attention. So they can't actually block this. I don't want to send the Mistress Factory. The only question is, do we also play the Vampire Nighthawk? That plays into Slagstorm pretty poorly. No, I don't think I want to also give them the chance of Slagstorming away a Vampire Nighthawk if they do draw one. I just want to draw Infernal Darkness now and lock up this game. They draw another land, no bad outpost. They fire up the Lava Claw. If they do, I will take the trade for the Mistress Factory. Just because that grows our Rogue as well. And it constricts their mana just a little bit. Yep. Because that means that we're attacking for 7 next turn and we have them on a 2-turn clock. Oh yes, I will definitely take your trade. I mean, we can try pumping it. And then they have to pump their mana into it. But maybe they don't see it. It's worth a try. They do. Okay, because now they're getting hit for 7. So they have 1 turn to top deck. Still don't want to play this Vampire Nighthawk. Go down to 7. What did they draw? All right, they didn't draw anything. We won the match. Wow, this is a tough match. I'm very happy to win this, but double him in both of our sideboard games got us there. On to round 4. Back for our 4th match. We're again on the play, so we're very fortunate with the die rolls. This hand, we have black mana, we can remove some stuff, and we have a hippie. So if it's against a creature deck, this is pretty decent. I think I still just keep this. I don't like to mulligan, and I don't want to try and mulligan into a dark ritual hippie hand every time. That's just going to work out badly. Plains. Still be anything. Polluted Step, so some sort of cycling deck. Oh, I hope it's not this cycling deck. At least we have a removal for like a Lightning Rift, as well as for the first creature. But yeah. Another Plains, Precinct Captain. Okay, so this looks like mono white. Let's just kill this guy because we're gonna have to anyway. And this lets us play hippie to start eating away at their hand and say go. We have an Infernal Darkness. I don't know if we want to play it just yet. Be more certain of it if we were to able to draw a Nighthawk. Banisher Priest. Okay, so we'll have to take it or kill the Banisher Priest with our Feed the Swarm, or just play another hippie. I like that a bit better. I don't really want to take 3 to kill this. Dryad Militant, Thraben Inspector. If they attack, I will block. Yeah, they don't. I will attack, and then I'll just play this Rogue. It's a 2/3, so it keeps their team at bay as long as they don't play an Anthem. I really need a Nighthawk. That would be the perfect card for this matchup. Demon also not bad. Okay, they discarded Brave the Elements. I like it. Let's cast this Rogue. It's a 2/3. Kind of unfortunate that the Dryad Militant exiled the Brave the Elements. Otherwise, this Rogue may actually grow to be a little bit bigger. Just have to take it as is. So if they have an enchantment, then we can at least kill it with Feed the Swarm. But we will be taking some damage then this turn. They crack a Clue, so that's a good sign. Honor of the Pure. Yeah, that's the card we didn't want to see. So we're going to take 6. Okay, well, they didn't attack with a Militant, so we're just going to take 3. I like that a lot better. Let's play Mistress Factory. Let's kill this Honor. And then let's swing with the hippie. We now also have Mistress Factory back to block. Hopefully we can activate the correct one. Don't know if there's a way to see which one is summoning sick. I can't tell, that's for sure. So I think it's the top one that's not summoning sick, but I guess we find out. Banlish Marshal, ugh, that's also a good one. So they attack with these guys. Let's animate our factory. And we animated the wrong one. Well, yeah, we animated the wrong one. So I think what we do here is block the Thraben Inspector and just leave the rest for what it is. I'd rather have the factory as 3/3s to block next turn. We can discard the lost card. We draw another hippie. Still just play that. Attack with the Hypnotic Spectre. They discard another Banlish Marshal. Glad to get rid of that. They crack a clue, draw a card, play a land, Honor of the Pure. Yeah, that's a good set of draws. Now we're in trouble. Okay, so we start by firing up the factory, and then I guess what do we do? Definitely want to block this guy, and then we block the big guy, block here, and then we pump our factory. And so this will die. They get to kill our Spectre. We take 10 down to 2, and then this dies, so we get back a hippie. We're not in a great spot, that's for sure. We really want to draw Vampire Nighthawk, Desecration Demon. It's also not a bad draw, but we are dead to any top deck Brave the Elements now, and we can't really attack, can we? If we attack with the Spectre, then next turn, yeah, I mean, if they have some sort of a removal spell, we're dead anyway. If they just have another creature, it's fine. I think we attack. We also need to clock them, just because we are on a clock of, if they draw Brave the Elements, we're screwed. Aethys Shorn Canonist, that's fine. Oh, yeah, no, I shouldn't have attacked. Whoa, they should have sacked the Aethys Shorn Canonist to the demon, and then they could actually kill us. I don't know why I didn't consider that. That was so bad. Luckily our opponent didn't see it, but play a swamp. Yeah, if they sack the Aethys Shorn Canonist, tap the demon, then they have 3 creatures and they can just attack us. So, yeah. Do they want to tap our demon? They don't. Maybe just attack with the demon then? Yeah, if we attack with the demon, they go down to 6. And then maybe we can find a way to kill them next turn. And we have the factory to animate and block. We don't have a lot of good blocks though. But I don't see how we're winning if we're not actually pressuring their life total. And now they're in a position where they have to sack a guy to the demon next turn, or they die. They concede. Wow. We definitely messed up and they could have killed us, but this seems like an early concession. I don't know why. We definitely want death marks. Those seem awesome. Knight of Souls Betrayal. A little awkward because it shrinks all of their guys, but if they have the Anthem, yeah, we definitely want Persecute. Definitely want Lifebane Zombie. Don't want Agonizing Remorses. Don't think I want Duresses. Don't really need that many Hypnotic Spectres. Maybe take out 1 Infernal Darkness. It can be good, but it's a little awkward. Just keep in the Knight of Souls Betrayal. Well, we have a removal spell, but we have nothing else. We have nothing to do with this Dark Ritual. If we had like a hippie or some sort of threat, I would keep this hand probably, but this hand, no. Yeah, let's mulligan. I think I want to keep. You can ritual out a rogue, so let's put a swamp to the bottom. I don't really want to ritual out a rogue, but we can. Deafening Silence. Well, this Dark Ritual is not very good against that. A little awkward, but I also don't mind them bringing in Deafening Silence. It's kind of a discard card anyway. Yes, it stops our Dark Ritual, discards our Dark Ritual essentially, but it also is a card that doesn't do anything for them. Maybe we should have played the factory, then we would be beating down with it now. It's small, but it does add up. Aethys Shorn Canonist. They really don't want us to play multiple spells a turn. Well, let's get this Vampire Nighthawk going. I mean, if they have the Banisher Priest, that's a little awkward that we can't play anything but Deathmark to get back our Nighthawk, but I'm really not that concerned. They attack, we just take it. We'll gain back some of the life. Ooh, Knight of Souls Betrayal. I don't really want to play that just yet. I think we just play our land and then cast this rogue. Yeah, this card is a little awkward when your opponent has anthems. What is this? Banisher Priest. Okay. Kill that with the Death Mark. We do miss out on 2 life because our Nighthawk will not have haste. They attack. Sure. We do want to draw something other than swamps. Kill their Banisher Priest. And I do think we want to get in with the factory also. They have Brave the Elements. Yeah, nothing to be done about that, I don't think. It's annoying. I think we attack with the rogue because we're not blocking with it. Keep back the factory. If they attack, we can animate factory, block the Banisher Priest. Yeah, you can't block it as menace. Okay, they take the damage. Let's see what they have. I really would hate to see Benalish Marshal. That would be the worst card they could have. Like I said, I really don't want to see Benalish Marshal. That would be the worst card they could have, and they have it. So we're taking 8. Yikes. Infernal Darkness, that's not what we need. Now we just, yeah, I think we're dead. The only thing we can do is, we would want to do is double block this Banisher Priest, but then we take 8, so we are just dead. Alright, what do we want? I don't think we really want to change anything. I don't want to take out the Dark Ritual just because they have that card. They also have Aethersworn Canonist, so maybe that makes it a little worse, but I think it still leads to our best starts. And I also wouldn't know what to bring in. Maybe Duress. Yeah, let's take out some Dark Ritual and put in Duress. Yeah, I don't know. I've also not been super impressed with Knight of Souls Betrayal. We are also a creature deck, and most of, like, it's fine if your Desecration Demon becomes smaller, but anything else just feels bad. Like, if our Nighthawk is smaller, that's kind of worse. For our Hypnotic Spectre, in a lot of matchup it doesn't matter, but here I think it does. Especially in the Nighthawk being smaller, getting less life. And then they don't seem to be have that many 1 toughness creatures. Ooh. If we had a Dark Ritual here, I would keep it, but we do not. And I think we have to mull this. Even 1 land, I would keep it. As is, not so much. This hand is also pretty bad. I really don't want to go down to 5 though. What if we go down to 5 and Duress? They kept. I think we do have to go down to 5. This is not terrible. I think we keep bottom this Infernal Darkness. And what else? I think the Rogue. It's not great. Let's hope we can do some work with this hymn. They play Plains. Try it Militant. Sure. Draw another Rogue. That's cool. Hymn them. Excludes that Precinct Captain. Okay. We need them to empty their hand. Ideally a hand with 3 Dryad Militants. That would be cool. Aethersworn Canonist. Alright. Yeah, we take 2 down to 18. Death Mark. Don't really want to Death Mark these creatures. I kind of want to Death Mark a Banalish Marshal if they play it. Play the Visitor. And then imagine we can't really afford to block with it. We can also not really afford to take too much damage. See what they have here. Imposing Sovereign. Now they have up 1 white. So our removal, it's a little scary to use that. They don't want to attack with the Aethersworn Canonist, so they really think it's doing a lot of work against us. Let's just take our 2 then. Hypnotic Spectre, let's play that. Comes in tapped, but that's fine. And this can maybe work on their hand size, and then this can start drawing us cards and undoing that mulligan. We are taking a lot of damage though. Oust. Well, we gain life, so I don't mind this all that much. They still only attack with the Militant, also the Sovereign. I think we just take our damage. They don't play anything. We draw a Swamp. That's a pretty poor draw. I can Death Mark something here, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather still take damage. Seems like they're holding up Brave the Elements. Now we get to kill this Banalish Marshal and another creature. So we can Bow Blight this now. And we take damage. Yeah, that's fine. And then next turn I will play this Hypnotic Spectre. And I think oh, I'm playing so sloppy. Oh my god, that's so bad. We should have Death Marked the Sworn Canonist first. Played our Spectre. It would have, yeah. And then we would have been able to draw a card next turn off our Asylum Visitor. That is so bad. Oh my god. Yeah, that's real bad. Knight of Souls Betrayal would have been awesome here, by the way. He's still not attacking with the Aethersworn Canonist. Oh, now they are. Yeah, now we have to block. Otherwise, we actually would have been able to pressure them back. Ugh. No, I think I have to block this guy. Oh man, I really messed this game up. Let's see what they have. Nothing. I guess we try and kill the Aethersworn Canonist. That should have already been dead. Play our Swamp. Man, hit them. Discard another Canonist. But now they have 2 cards and lots of things can go wrong. Yeah, this card is also a problem. Attack with a Militant. We go down to 5. Draw another Swamp. Now we can't even really attack with the Hippie. Ugh. Yeah. I guess we just keep it back and have to trade with the Militant. I am not at all happy with how I play this game. This was real poor. Sorry, guys. Plains. Yep. Well played from our opponent, but not from us. Block this. And then I guess our best draw is Vampire Nighthawk. Feels like they have a Brave the Elements. Make a stand. Okay. Yeah, now I don't think there's anything we can draw. No, Swamp definitely doesn't do it. Alright, we lose this match, mostly through our own faults, but mulligan into 5 also not very good, obviously. Let's go to the 5th game and see if we can play a little better. Back for our final round. Let's see if we can play a little better than we did the last one, because that was honestly a little bit embarrassing, and I'm somewhat embarrassed to show it. We won the die roll. We have been very fortunate with our die rolls. Ooh, this hand has some potential, but we do need to draw a Swamp. Let's keep it, because I'm greedy. If we draw a Swamp on the 2nd turn, it's awesome. If not, we still have another turn to maybe draw one. Hopefully we're against a deck that plays some spells. Hate for this Duress to miss. Duress. Let's see. Fiery Temper, Zombie Infestation. I think I want to take the Zombie Infestation. It's a card that's fairly hard to remove for us. And the rest, yeah. I want to kill this Stormfist Crusader. Play a Mountain and play their Falcon Wrath Gorger. So hopefully we draw a Swamp and then we can hymn them. This guy is pretty awkward against us. Didn't draw the Swamp. But we do get to take their Fiery Temper now that they can't pay the Madness cost. Well, they drew another one. Let's take that. Madness trigger, they can't pay. We play our Rogue. This guy, the Stormfist Crusader, is a little awkward because it undoes a lot of the work that we do trying to get our opponents to be hellbent. Graven Cairns, I imagine they play the Crusader. Yep, and then I feel like we do hymn them here. We do take some damage here. Yeah, just do it. Otherwise this Fiery Temper is likely just going to kill whatever creature we play. Call of the Bloodline. I like taking that as well. Now, we both draw a card, so they are back to 2 cards in hand. They attack for 4. Yeah, we really want to find Vampire Nighthawk. Feels like we really want to find Vampire Nighthawk a lot of the time. Another Crusader. Yikes. Infernal Darkness, not what we need. Let's play the Hippie. I think we'll be blocking with it. Dark Ritual. That's a good draw. They have 3 cards in hand again. Chain Lightning. No. Yep. That's a lot of damage, and this is 6, go down to 5, and then next turn we take another 3 from these Stormfist Crusaders. There's Nighthawk, play Swamp, Ritual, Nighthawk, Hypnotic Spectre, but I imagine this is not going to be good enough. They're drawing so many cards, and they have plenty of burn in their deck, or otherwise maybe a removal to kill our Nighthawk. And even then, it's only 2 life a turn, and basically they're already hitting us for 2 every turn with these Crusaders. What is this? Zombie Infestation. Yep, that is also a card that will be difficult to beat. I think there wasn't really all that much we could do. And I'm not really looking forward to the sideboard games either. Ooh, they don't attack. Why do they not just attack? Now that I think about it, we were just dead. They have 2 menace creatures. We can only block 1. And, well, if we block, we go up to 5. Okay, we're not just dead then. I think I do want to attack with this Nighthawk, but they're just going to discard some cards to the Zombie Infestation and make more zombies that we can't really deal with. Playing this Infernal Darkness, also pretty bad versus the Infestation. Not sure why I'm Dark Ritualing here now that I think about it. I think I'm kind of over this game. Our opponent can very easily kill us here. Yeah, this is over. They just have too many creatures and there's nothing we can really draw. Maybe a Ball Blight could have done it, but no, wasn't in the cards. This is a tough matchup for sure. And again, I feel like our sideboard is lacking here. We just have no cards to bring in against aggro decks. So yeah, well, what would we board in here? Knight of Soul's Betrayal. But then again, like one of the best ways to beat aggro is with a Nighthawk, and Knight of Soul's Betrayal makes that awkward, and a lot of their tokens are 2 toughness, so it doesn't even kill a lot of things. So we'll talk about it in the recap, but I think I'd want to work on the sideboard amongst other things. Yeah, would like to play first. Okay, we have a Duress, followed it up with a Hymn the Turok, and then with a Hippie. So this is a good hand. We do need lands again, but we can maybe draw those. They mull. Okay, so let's start with the Duress. They have a Duress of their own and a Hippie, and a Hymn to Turok. I think I want to take the Hymn. Okay, now, actually, now they can Duress us, take our Hymn. Otherwise, we would have been able to Duress to take their Hymn. Yeah, that's, again, I'm not playing all that well. Sorry about that. Duress, yep, they take our Hymn. The downside to that is, oh, I guess we're just hymning a turn later. Otherwise, yeah, let's Duress. This is very likely to miss. Yep, we do miss. So that was definitely poor sequencing again. Let's play this. Their hand isn't very good though. At least there's that. Vampire Lacerator and another Lacerator. So we know what they have in hand. Well, Ball Blight's kind of perfect. I think I want to do that over playing the Hippie just because I want to keep our life total high. Hymn the Turok, really? Jeez, that's a beating. Hey, okay, they have a Root Wall left over. We draw another Ball Blight. Yeah, that Hymn there is a beating. We have nothing going on. Night of Today, Dark Ritual. Yeah, that's why I hate Dark Ritual aggro, and now we're drawing useless Dark Rituals. Zombie Infestation, that's a tough card to beat. Mishra's Factory, sure. At least they don't have anything to fuel it though. As soon as they get that, then it's when it really gets scary and this Ball Blight can clean up. think we play the rogue here. Yeah, I don't think we want to ritual it out. Maybe we can use that later. This card is close to being on. Okay, they discard a land and a root walla. At least they don't also have like a fiery temper. They do have chain lightning. Unfortunate. They attack us for 3. We draw a hippie. I think we just play that. The hippie makes it so that they can't activate the zombie infestation, or they can't like save up cards in their hand to get the 2 to discard to the zombie infestation. Play a land and Falcon Wrath Gorger. Okay, feed the swarm. Do feel maybe we actually don't need to kill their zombie infestation. Swing with the hippie because we're not blocking, and our Mishra's Factory keeps their guys at bay because we can activate, block, and pump. They only attack with the zombie token. Well, if they have something, they have something. But let's see at least. Maybe they don't know it can pump itself. Looks like that's the case. Don't need to play him. We can just attack them with the Spectre. And the only card that I want to kill, really, is the guy that lets them draw cards. Or lets both of us draw cards. I have to discard Asylum Visitor. Yeah, I mean, that has madness, so that's going to get us regardless. Let's just have them pay. And the fact that they have madness cards, also a little awkward. I think we might have to kill this guy, otherwise they start drawing cards. We take a little bit of damage. That's fine. And then, are there any vampires that they get madness in? I guess not. Most they can just play. Yeah, they decide not to attack. Desecration Demon. I might Dark Ritual out that one. Let's go attacking. I hope it's not a vampire. Bloodhall Priest. Let's read that. Ugh. So they get to shoot our hippie. Yeah, playing hippie against the madness deck. Could have just cast this also, but yeah, they shoot down our hippie. It's kind of whatever. I guess we actually got 2 free damage this way because this was going to happen. And then I just don't Dark Ritual out this guy. Just play it. Not sure what I'm waiting on with this Dark Ritual. See if they sack anything. They do not. They also don't attack. Does this guy shoot on attack? Yeah, but they have to have an empty hand. We can't kill it. Go to combat and then see what happens. Because next turn they can discard 2 cards and then make a zombie. I do think we want it to attack here. I mean, they can easily make a zombie and then sack that zombie to kill or tap our guy. So getting into 6 damage, pretty important. Now the question is, do we want to him them just so they can't make another zombie? Then we'll let them attack with the priest and they can shoot. It's all just a little awkward. We can also Agonizing Remorse. Because if we Agonizing Remorse, let's quickly read it. We exile the card so they don't discard it. So let's do that, and then we can Dark Ritual. Oh, Chain Lightning. I'm happy to be able to take that. And then, yeah, next turn we can Dark Ritual and activate Mishra's Factory by doing that. Like Dark Ritual, activate Factory, play Bow Blight. I don't love our position. This Bloodhall Priest is a little bit of a problem. I guess we do get to kill it if they decide to attack with it. I think I want to go for this. So we Dark Ritual. It's a little bit all in, but we Bow Blight this guy. Now we have to go for blocks. Oh, well, it's so good that they scoop. That seems like a premature concession, but I'll take it. Again, not many things I would like to board here. I think this is just the way it's going to be. Maybe try and play this final game perfectly. That'd be a good close to the league. We still have a shot at going 4-1, even though I don't like this matchup. Okay, we can Dark Ritual out a Vampire Nighthawk. I don't know if I want to do that. Put all our eggs in one basket. Swamp, Vampire Lacerator. I think I want to start with a Duress. Take one of the problematic enchantments. Alms of the Vein, Chain Lightning, Fiery Temper, Asylum Visitor. So I can't cast any of these red cards. I take Alms of the Vein, but I think Chain Lightning might be a better pick. Yeah, let's take the Chain. It's the best answer they have to this Nighthawk. They take 2, or take 1 from the Lacerator, play a Swamp, play their Asylum Visitor, and then they attack. I think we just ritual out the Nighthawk. I want to get this online as fast as I can. Play Swamp. We've drawn too many lands. And next turn, him to Torok them. They can't really attack with the Lacerator. Decide not to attack with a Visitor either. Draw another Swamp. See if we hymn them and hit the Alms, they can cast it for cheap. And they're also closer to activating this guy, but I do think we have to just fire it off. We can't wait and do nothing. We hit both of them. They get to cast one. Yeah, our hand really hasn't developed all that well. Maybe we should have gone for the turn 1 Nighthawk, but then if they do have the red source and the Chain Lightning, then what are we doing? We can't cast it. Play our Swamps, they go. They're pretty close to getting this Asylum Visitor online, so maybe we shouldn't have hymns. I don't know. Hymn to Torok. I don't mind that. Bunch of lands. Let's just play our Nighthawk, not play the land. Now we can start swinging with this Nighthawk. Don't want to play our land and have them draw a free card. They don't do anything. No attack either. Don't play Zombie Infestation. Yeah, we can hymn, but they draw a new card then anyway. So I think maybe we just start racing. 2 Nighthawks, that seems fine. And then I will play my Swamp. I don't want to play this hymn now. Maybe they have like a Fiery Temper. Fiery Temper would still be very bad for us because they can just discard it to the Zombie Infestation, kill one of our Nighthawks. They attack us for 5. We really need a good draw step now. Infernal Darkness also not very good here. Swamp, pretty poor also. I mean, I guess we could hymn them, but they're just going to discard to the Zombie Infestation anyway. Let's just keep the hymn. They're down to 8, so 2 more turns of this and we can maybe kill them. Bloodhowl Priest. And then they're gonna draw 2 cards, so they're able to discard again, have an empty hand, and deal us quite a bit of damage. We really need to find something. Bow Blight, something. Or just start keeping back a Nighthawk. Yeah, so we go down to 7. It's not a lot of life. They're gonna make another zombie. What are they doing? They're casting something. Falconwrath Gorger. Ooh, Desecration Demon. But what happens if I attack? They're going up to 2 cards, so they can discard both of those cards. And yeah, let's just play our Demon. See if they want to tap anything. If we attack, we go up to 9. They go down to 4. I think we... Okay, what happens if we attack with 1 Nighthawk? If we attack with 1 Nighthawk... Oh, wait. Actually... Oh, man. I still punted. We could have killed them. We could have killed them. If we attacked with both of the Nighthawks, they would go down to 2. We would be up to 11. Then the Lacerator would trigger. They would lose a life. And then they would also lose a life from the Asylum Visitor for having no cards in hand. So they would be dead exactly. The only way they would still lose if their last card is Alms of the Vein. So again, poor play. And this is just me not being familiar with the deck. But yeah. Now we're in this position. So what happens if we attack with one of the Nighthawks? They go down to 4. We go up to 9. They can attack us. They can discard 2 cards to make a zombie. They can use that zombie to tap the Desecration Demon. So that means we have 1 blocker back. They attack us for 5, 7, 9, and shoot us for 2. So we go down to 11. We would be able to block their 4/4 with the 2/3. So we'd go up to 11. But we'd still be dead, so we cannot attack. Yeah, that was poor. I mean, maybe we're still in the position to do this next turn. They discarded 2 lands, so we would have killed them if we would have gone for it. Or they discard a lands and Asylum Visitor. They decide to not sack anything. Or, no, they can still sack. Let's see if they do. So now we know that we can kill them next turn if we survive this attack. They attack with everything. They get to shoot. Now they keep back an Asylum Visitor. No, they decide to attack with it anyway. Okay, they shoot us down to 9. Or down to 5, sorry. So if we block this guy, I guess that's a forced block. What happens if we just block this vampire and the zombie? Then we take 7, 9, and we die exactly. So we have to block this and then block something else. I guess this Falconwrath Gorger. And then we should live. Yes, we live on 2 life. Yeah, now they're not dead anymore though. Have to sack a guy to tap our zombie. Okay, we cannot attack. Play a Swamp. They attack with everything. We block an Asylum Visitor. We take 5 and we go up to 2. So yeah, we're dead. We'll see what happens. Let's just hymn them. So maybe they mess up and don't attack. Don't think this will happen. yeah, we could have won this game. That's frustrating. We definitely didn't play this very well. We didn't play this whole league very well. Wasn't familiar with the deck all that much. Yeah, they attack all out and that kills us. Pretty poor play, went 3-2. Let's discuss some of the changes that I make to this deck, because even though I play poorly, I still would make some changes. All right, 3-2. Like I said, pretty poor play, and we could have won that lost game if we just lost match, even if we just thought a little bit more, made some other decisions throughout the league that were partly due to deck unfamiliarity and just me just not playing very well today. That said, there are some things that I would like to change about this deck. I really feel like it's lacking in removal. We only have Bile Blights and Feed the Swarms, and if we can discard all of our opponent's cards, then we don't need to worry about any creatures or whatever they play. But that's often how the way the games play out. So, and then even if the removal isn't in the main deck, then I would want to have more removal in the sideboard. Like Deathmark is pretty good and it's very efficient, but I feel like this could have easily been like Doomblade or something like that. So that's one of the things that I change. Another thing that I would want to consider is maybe there's some sort of equipment that could boost the power of your creatures, because sometimes your creatures that you have out are kind of mopey. They don't deal all that much damage. The Nighthawk is very nice to gain life, but they can be lacking a little bit. So maybe there's some equipment that makes them big, or an equipment that maybe gives them lifelink. That would be something I'd be interested in. Doing that does reduce the threat count, so maybe that's not possible. Another thing that I kept thinking while playing this deck was that Grey Merchant of Asphodel would also be very interesting. I guess that the curve of the deck would be a little different. You'd be more mid-range, and this is kind of aggro the way it is built now. Felt like I needed to gain some life in most of the games that I played. Obviously, we played against more aggro than maybe normal. We didn't see all that much combo. But yeah, having a Grey Merchant to drain a bunch of life would work pretty well with the Infernal Darkness. Infernal Darkness, having that out and then playing a Grey Merchant already gains you 4 life. So that is another couple payments to keep the Infernal Darkness around. So maybe there is also a shell to this deck that is a little bit more mid-range, plays a Grey Merchant and goes down that route. And then you can probably also play a little bit more removal. I still feel like you probably want to play the Dark Rituals. Maybe also have some more card advantage. It's an interesting thought. I was also pretty impressed with the Blackbloom Rogue. That card is a pretty good finisher. Even just a deck that's just 1-for-1ing and removing your opponent's threat. At some point it's going to be a 5-power attacker, and having 3 toughness is a good blocker against a lot of the aggro decks. So all in all, I think it's a cool deck. I definitely didn't do it justice with my play today, and I can definitely see why it has gotten some good results. That said, there are those things that I would change. I would add some more removal or better removal, and I'd consider going a more mid-range route just as an experiment. Try this deck out if you like this style of deck. It's really not necessarily my style, but I do see that this is a good deck, and this is an interesting way to use this Infernal Darkness. That's it for now, and I'll see you back for more Penny Dreadful videos. If there's any deck that you would like me to try out as well, just send me a list and I'll try and do it more justice than I did do justice to this deck list today. See you next time.